What is going on? Colin with Jim Falk Motors. Here is this 2024 AT4X Canyon. Now, don't judge me too much. This one is a little bit dirty. It's been fun with the weather. I'm sure you being up there in Warrensburg know all about that. But front and rear parking sensors. You've got your aggressive style tire. You also have your upgraded suspension down in there as well for off-road use. And as well, you do also have those rock rails. So climbing inside in the back seat here, me being 6'3", I can fit here in the rear just fine. It does look a little small, just not even kind of taking a peek at it. But your rear seats do flip up with this little lever here. That way, you can use your under seat storage. But you do have USB charging in the rear, proximity key here for your passenger and driver side, which is awesome. Full leather interior door panel, looks beautiful. And then, man, I'm in love with this dash for sure. But looking at your driver's seat, passenger seat, and rear seats, you're going to have some white accents there with red stitching, which is part of that AT4X package. Now, sliding around front, you've got your side marker lights, full LED headlight with fog lamps, which are phenomenal. Does also have 360 camera too. I should mention that. Now, up top does have sunroof in the truck, which is beautiful. Now here, looking at the side, I'm gonna scoot the seat up just a smidgen because I know that's something you were looking for. But right about here is where I'd have it, and then I'll pop back here into the rear so you can kind of see the difference. But you can definitely fit in here. A couple kiddos in the rear. But again, sliding up front, you do have your memory seating, which is awesome. That way, if you have more than one driver, you can set that up. Climbing inside here. Goodness. Now, in the cluster here, you've got a couple different views that you can look at. Turn the air down a smidgen. It is a cold one today. But my favorite here is your Google Maps right there in your cluster, which is awesome. You can also cycle that through to a little bit more catered off-road use. And you can also switch that up between several different pages, which is awesome, or you can just run it plain Jane, just like so. Most folks are probably going to run it with the trip. Personally, me, I'm going to have it right there on Google Maps 24/7. That way it's right there in my cluster. Of course, turn signal here on the left-hand side, windshield wipers, and then steering wheel controls. Left-hand side, you have cruise control, your forward collision alert, and then your reset, accept, and cancel button there. Right-hand side, your mode, your page screen to change your cluster. Good Lord, I'm going to spit that out eventually. Your heated steering wheel, accept and reject call, voice recognition software, your stations, and then just your up and down toggle with accept there. Now, climbing over to our infotainment screen, this is one of my favorite things about the truck, other than, of course, the interior setup, which I do happen to love a lot. You've got Google built in here. You can use Alexa, Google Assistant. It does have wireless charging pad, which is down here. I don't need to jump around a whole lot, but you do have that as well. Of course, your trailering setup, and then that camera function, which a lot of folks are looking for. Now, sliding over there to the right-hand side, you can air down mode. This one is catered for off-road use, so you can use that. And then you can also hook up your phone via Bluetooth and run wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, if you want to. 360 camera there. You can change a whole bunch of views. You can go top-down from the top. You can go right out the sides here. You can kind of get that 360 view on that left-hand side, or you can just use it straight out the trailer. But out the front, and then there's out the back for you. Love it. But man, heated ventilated seats. Does have physical button for those air conditioning controls. If you're not a fan of touching your touch screen up, you do have that, as well as the Bose audio system in the truck. Sliding on down here, a couple other additional buttons like your lane safety. You do have that. You've got your auxiliary mode. That way, if you want to hook up any additional accessories, you can. You can drop all your windows here. And then, of course, you've got your front and rear axle lockers and disconnects there. Now, 4x4 mode, you can adjust those here. Most of the time, probably going to have it in auto, but you do have 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low if you want to get a little bit more aggressive. And then electronic parking brake, gear lever here, and then your center console, reasonably sized. Of course, you do have that cubby in there that you can't pull out, and then there's this additional room with a 12-volt down in there as well. But man, would love to answer any other questions that you might have. I know size was probably a concern for you, but we do have this one. It is here. It is ready. Would love to answer any other questions that you might have. Cell phone number for me here is 660-492-5030.